Hi, this tutorial will show you how to install the Longwatch Video Engine on a standalone machine from scratch. Let's get going. First, some quick info. The Longwatch Video Engine, which we call the LVE, can be installed on a non-VCC machine. The LVE service communicates with the cameras, so positioning the LVE on your network close to the cameras is recommended to avoid consuming bandwidth on your corporate network. Typically, the server that hosts the LVE service has two network ports. One network port would connect to the network segment that includes all the cameras. The second network port would connect to a network segment that the VCC service resides on. Longwatch can support up to 8 LVEs per physical server or virtual machine. Each LVE supports up to 12 cameras or consoles. Okay, let's get started on the install. Open the folder with the extracted files that you received from us. Right mouse click the Longwatch Setup LVE file and choose Run as Administrator. On the welcome screen, you can read the information and make note of the version being installed, then choose Next. On the license agreement page, you can read the agreement and then choose Accept and Next. On the destination location page, you can accept the default location or change it using the Browse option. When complete, select Next. The Longwatch Video Engine setup screen, choose the drive where you want to store your DVR files. Indicate which LVE instance you are installing. Because this machine is not the VCC machine, you should disable the Auto Configure option. The ports will be assigned automatically depending on which LVE you are installing. When complete, hit Next. On the Background Services Security Settings page, you can accept this setting and select Next. On the Start Installation screen, select Next to start the install. The install will start and run for a few minutes, but I'll cut most of it out of this video. Select Finish to end the install. Okay, the installation is finished. Before going to the VCC, you can check a few things to make sure the LVE or LVEs got installed properly. One thing we can do is we can click on the Longwatch icon in the system tray. It's right here. Clicking on the icon will pop up the Longwatch control panel. Make sure the LVE and the watchdog services are running. We can also check the LVE's web page. Here is the URL. This URL is primarily used for troubleshooting. You can make note of the LVE number and version. You can look at various settings and show live camera feeds. If we wanted to install a second LVE on this machine, we would follow these steps. From the Longwatch control panel, hit the shutdown button. Once the service is shut down, we will rerun the LVE install. On the Longwatch Video Engine setup screen, we will this time pick LVE2 and again pick the drive where you want to store your video files. A best practice would be to have a separate drive letter for each LVE if possible. Okay, we finished our standalone LVE install, so now we got to move back to the VCC in order to configure the video engine that we just installed there. But first, we need to make sure we know the IP number of this machine because we're going to need it. So it's 3.200. Okay, back on the VCC machine, we're going to open our camera utility. We're going to go to Tools, Camera Setup. And if you notice, we've already got 3 LVEs attached to this VCC. All of them are local. You can tell from the address. Now we're going to add the 4th LVE, which is on another machine. So we're going to hit Add. We're going to name it. We could name it LVE4, although it's LVE1 on the other machine. Or we could call it Other LVE. And it's a standard video engine. And we're not going to copy from anything, but the port configuration is going to be from an LVE1. So that gives it the proper ports of the LVE we installed. We're going to hit OK. And we successfully added, and we're going to close. Okay, now we've got the other LVE, and now we've got to give it the proper address, which is 192.168.3.200. And we're going to add the port :7525. That's how we communicate with that LVE. And we're going to turn on unlimited bandwidth control because we're on a fast network. Then we're going to hit Save. And in order to register that LVE, we need to go to the VCC section and deploy that. That'll pick up the new LVE, and currently we don't have any cameras configured, so we can go ahead and we can maybe copy 2 of the demo cam configurations. You can say copy this record from LVE2 and paste it to other LVE. And that basically, then we just enable it, we save, and we deploy. We can see if we've got a good connection by going to Tools, Diagnostics. And notice we're in a COM status, which means we're attempting to send the configuration from this VCC to the remote LVE. So we're going to wait a second to see if that comes around to OK. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to test to see. We need to refresh this screen because we added an LVE. Okay, and there's our new LVE with the new cam. And there we are. We've picked up the, now this is coming from the other LVE. If you noticed also when we deployed, we got a verification that we restarted or reloaded the other LVE and then it completed the restart. That's the signal that a deploy has finished. So basically we're now complete. We can add cameras to this LVE using the Tools Camera Setup, and hopefully this helps you understand how to add a remote LVE. We can add again up to 8 on that second machine, and we can add many others on the network for pretty much an unlimited number of LVEs. Hope this helps, and we'll see you again soon.